electoral process. As we all know, electoral irregularities and malpractices has become an irritant and the author of confusion in Nigeria at large. We, the commoners, have several times witnessed election malpractices and doctoring of figures, or you can call it rigging, in our nation, Nigeria. And the story has been that the INEC, who is supposed to be the electoral body to conduct the election, has not been giving us free and fair election. Credible election is not seen anywhere in Nigeria. Election flaws has become a habit, and the election litigation has also become a norm in Nigeria. Unfairness and injustice has eaten into the fabrics of the electoral bodies, candidates, and other people involved in election. It's not that there is no irregularities and election malpractices in other countries, but Nigerians' own is porous because there is this magnitude of Nigerian corruption during election. That is a killing of people, killing of voters, that is killing of the electorate, and also using of thugs, weapons, and illegal use of money during elections. It has been seen as a kind of a tradition in our country, Nigeria. So, my fellow youths, the youth of my age, actually it's not our fault. I have to categorically state it that it's not our fault, because we met this corruption, we met Nigeria being deteriorated politically by our predecessors, because very soon we are going to take, people of my age, we are going to absolutely take the mantle of political leadership of Nigeria, although we found it in a verge of corruption and ruin. But we should not worry, because by God's grace, and urging my fellow youth who is about to take the mantle of leadership to change the whole rhythm of the system. Our fathers, who have been our rulers, has ruled us wrongly. They have done a lot of damages to the nation. So I'm urging my mate who is about to take the leadership to make things better for Nigerians, that is for the citizens, so that citizens can once more experience good leadership and live a good life that pleases them and pleases God. You understand? We actually came on board in this political era where there is a highest bidder, where the highest bidder takes the winning, and where we found that evil dominates the ballot box. That is the era we find ourselves in it. With this happening, I want to tell the politicians that there is no hope for democracy. With the incessant rigging and the election malpractices, there will be no, they are killing democracy in our nation. After 15 years of horrible military rule, the Nigerians hungered for democracy, good governance. This is what we get. Just like the way the Israelites hungered for a king. You can remember what they get. So this is what we get at the end of the day. They divert all our funds. They embezzle our funds. They loot. You can see what is happening with Abacha's loot now. They loot all our money. Governors loot our money. Presidents loot our money. Every political person loots our money in Nigeria, which is very, very, very unfair to the people. They are subjecting the people to the abject poverty because they are elected to rule us. And we are the people that elected them to rule us. So looking back past years, like let me say 1993, is what I call era of political controversy. There was an election that led to the killing of all popular MKO Abiola and his wife Kudirat, because he won an election 1993. He was killed, and his wife was also killed. A lot of people was also killed. So that makes Nigerian brand of election to be outstanding, deadly outstanding one. And we are calling for all these things to stop, because 1999 is not an exception. 1999 election is what I call era of controlled irregularities and era of fully unleashment of godfatherism. That was when godfatherism came out openly, without fear, came out openly to torment Nigerians, to torment election processes, and it has come to stay. But I'm saying that all these things has to be stopped, so that we shall once experience good leadership in Nigeria. It is giving me a sleepless night, and it is disgusting and disheartening that this is happening in almighty giant of African nation called Nigeria. That era is so corrupt that we find political actors coming to stage us. Then we, the commoners, now become the spectators, watching them and being harmless. We can't do anything to abate the situation. The 2003 election was what I called a political tsunami in Nigeria. Prior before the election, a lot of people was killed. A notable Nigerian, in the person of Bola Ige. Bola Ige was the former Attorney General and Minister of the Federation, and he was holding the position until he was assassinated in his hometown, in his house, in the home, Ibadan. That was where he was assassinated, and it was a political assassination. We all know that, no doubt. Then, 2007 election was what I tagged do or die politics. It was do or die politics. You understand? A lot of things happened. Further use of weaponry was felt. Further involvement of thuggery was seen. Carrying of ballot box was experienced. The election left about 200 people. That 2007 election left about 200 Nigerians dead across the nation. 200 people died in the course of doing an election to elect our leaders. Is that fair? It's very, very uncalled for. So Nigerians should wake up. 2011, 2015, 2019 general elections, we are also marred with irregularities. Cancellation of elections, nullification of elections, we are seeing here and there. Rerun, we are seeing here and there. Court indictment and injunctions has become the order of the day. There is no peace for the Nigerians, no peace for politicians. People win election, people lose election, people go to court to remove people, court put people. People are removed, people are being put. Is that how a nation is being run? Is that how we will grow? I'm calling for a change of INEC before the INEC will change Nigeria. INEC should be changed to another formation. The narration of INEC has to be changed, and that narration will be changed when we invite foreign expertise, since we cannot be able to handle it. Maurice Iwu has been there. He did his own abnormal activities. Atahiru Jega has been there, and now Yakubu is there. Still, we cannot experience good umpireship from INEC. So I'm calling for the absolute change of INEC, and I'm suggesting that foreign expertise, that is foreigners, should be invited to handle our electoral processes. Use of electronic devices should be put in place, but that should be an original electronic gadget, not when you get a Chinese locally made fake gadget. You'll be telling me that card reader doesn't work. You'll be telling me that the electronics are not effective. Get original quality gadgets. Then you will see that the gadgets will work fine. The computer, the card reader, everything will work well. And we invite foreign expertise to come and handle our election in Nigeria, since we are unable to handle it because the people handling it collect bribe. Nigeria is a nation whereby we have had several electoral bodies that has been established. We have known about ECN, Electoral Commission of Nigeria. We have known about Federal Electoral Commission, FEC, FEC. We have known about National Electoral Commission, NEC. We have known about National Electoral Commission of Nigeria, NICON. Then, before INEC was established in 1999 to usher in the Fourth Republic. Now, see what we got. So, voters are being killed. Electorates who are the voters are being killed because they are coming out to vote the people that will rule us. So please, I urge the federal government, I urge the president, the senators, the House of Rep to look into this matter. The lawmakers, legislators to look into this matter of INEC. So I, Ezen Nyaji Kassim, is calling for absolute change of INEC. Involvement of foreign expertise to come and handle our election processes. That is what I'm calling for, so that we shall, let's see whether we shall have peace in this nation, whether we shall have credible, free and fair election in this nation. Thank you very much.